And hello there, folks. This is your Uncle Troy, and today we are playing Minecraft episode 331, still working on the abandoned mine shaft. And I decided I'd start things off by attacking this here spider. And unfortunately, I was ignoring the zombie sounds in the background. And I was attacked by a zombie, but I took him out without too much trouble. And I'm discussing this in the past tense because I'm recording this voiceover after the fact. It turns out I had recorded this entire episode with my microphone in the mute position, the little control knob here on the thing, and I eventually remembered, just as I was finishing the episode, that the last time I finished the episode, I put it into mute so I wouldn't have any extraneous noises while I was, kind of fading out with all the little signs at the end. And instead, I had left it in the mute position. And so all the commentary I discussed live, every single word of it, nothing got recorded. And in fact, the only thing that got recorded was when I flipped it back on at the very end and said, darn. So that's what got recorded. Stop here and eat. So in this episode, I simply continued my exploration of the shaft. First thing I did was I retraced my steps from the previous episode, because while I was editing it, it looked like I had missed a few places, and I wanted to make sure that I had gone back and examined all of them. Here I'm very slowly falling to my death. There we go. And it turned out that yes, I had indeed, a little dark in this corner. There we go. I had indeed explored all that first little area. So I came up here to decide, I made an iron chest plate last thing in my last episode. So I decided to take off my chainmail chest plate since it's about to die, and I have 7 extra pieces of iron just in case I need to make a new armor or something. I've got a full set of iron tools. We'll leave about half our charcoal here in this furnace. Come back. Hello, Mr. Bat. The bats are going to plague me during this episode. And I decided, since I just put away half my coal, I would mine up some extra coal and get some experience in the process. I'd been walking right by this coal quite a bit and decided, it's time to go ahead and take it out. Pause here while I talk about my Minecraft nightlight with you. And during the episode, when I'd recorded it live, you would have heard several little thunk, thunk, thunks, which was me tapping this Minecraft nightlight, because unlike a regular nightlight that comes on at night when it gets dark, this nightlight is a redstone nightlight, and so it comes on when you walk over it or tap it or hit it with your pick. So I ever since I got this on Christmas Day, I have been playing with it. It's a little plastic cube. It's about, about 3 inches on a side, according to my handy dandy tape measure, or measuring tape, as they say across the pond, or on the other side of the ocean. And it lights up with 4 LEDs in the bottom. I've not taken it apart, but I assume they're red LEDs since those are the cheapest and brightest. And it looks like a piece of redstone ore, which we have not encountered in this revamp series here yet, because we've not gotten down to redstone level just yet. Coincidentally, we're about level 32 here, is about as low as we've gone, which is not redstone or diamond level. And I'm looking for diamonds because you want diamond equipment as fast as you can. Although iron works perfectly well. Actually, I want diamond armor because then I can face them skeletons without being so scared. But I play with this this redstone block that I got for Christmas because it's just so neat and so cute. And I'm very thankful to my family for getting this to me. I'm assuming they found it at Walmart or Kmart or somewhere where they went shopping. And I assume it's not very expensive, but feel free to track it down one yourselves, because you're not getting mine. Alright, I decided that while I was exploring, I would go ahead and pick up all the iron. And not all the coal. But, oops, dead end. Very good. And I had a little discussion about the hunger mechanics Now in Minecraft, as you can see, I'm down a couple of haunches there. I'm not sure exactly. I think bread recovers 2.5 haunches of hunger, so I'm trying not to eat just yet. That looks like a hole up above, and that looked like a light way off in the distance, but instead it was just one simple torch that had a lighting glitch. Now, supposedly they had fixed all those lighting glitches in like the last update. I remember reading about it, that you wouldn't have areas that weren't lit up or were in permanent shadow till you approached them and then they lit up. That supposedly they had re-ramped the lighting engine so that wouldn't happen anymore. But apparently it still happens anymore. And coal, as you can see, can be in very large veins, and every time I play the game after a new version, I think they've changed the way coal is distributed. And it just seems that every time there's a revision, it seems there's more coal in a coal seam. And I decided to dig around here just to make sure that this mine shaft did not continue in this direction, and it did not. And here are bats. There we eat. Now, bats make noise, but they're harmless unless they get in your way while you're fighting other mobs. But it just always occurs every time I hear a bat, I think I'm hearing a spider. And I stopped to check something there. And of course, spiders aren't that dangerous, except the little baby poison spiders. Continuing, oh, by the way, I try to go to the right every time there's a branch. And that way I don't get lost, because if I get lost, I can always just come back and make left turns, and I'll go back, retrace my steps. And that's when I realize I'm standing on top of iron. So let's go ahead and take care of that. I was going to mine under the railing. The rail, I should say. And I could be picking up all those ropes. I almost missed some iron. And I could be picking up all those rails, but I'm not really in the mood to make a rail cart system just yet. And so, see, I thought that was a spider, but instead it was just a bat. And it looks like there's a natural cave system, but before I can explore that, I got distracted by this minecart in a chest, or chest in a minecart rather. Got me some melon seeds and 2 diamonds. And the 2 diamonds especially excite me because I'm pretty sure somewhere I've got a diamond. I found it in that desert temple in the first episode of this Revive series. So that's enough diamonds for a diamond pick. And this is more than the 4 or 6 or 8 diamonds you can, or pieces of iron you can get in one seam. So I'm sure that's like 2 different iron seams that were next to each other. And always leave yourself a way out. Oops, now we've got a spider. I've been hearing a spider for a while. And I'm sure you can't see it back there, but there's a skeleton behind the spider. And I was hoping that the skeleton would shoot the spider, but it looked like he wasn't going to, so we went ahead and took that. Let's sneak back here, and there's that bat I've been hearing. Oops. And back about version 1.6 or so in the bug fix notes, you know, the bugs that were corrected. One of the bugs was written as something like, skeletons sometimes miss with their arrows. And I think Dinnerbone, the programmer, had made skeletons more accurate with there's just bats all over the place. Dinnerbone had made skeletons more accurate with their bows and arrows, and especially here on hard mode, which is what I'm playing under. We can get back here. Nothing. Okay. Especially in hard mode that I'm playing on, without armor, skeletons can take you down to about 2-3 shots, and they can get 2 or 3 shots in the time it takes to get to them. And this was about the time I decided, okay, I've explored enough down this mine shaft. It's time to go back to where we started. And by traveling and always making sure to keep our torches on the left, we will get back to where we started without too much trouble. And we do, which is only one minor little misstep. And we had 45 irons, which is pretty good. We picked up 2 diamonds, and I checked this chest to see where my other diamonds was, because I remember finding diamond in that in that desert temple. I remember finding down in this chest a diamond. So we decided to go back upstairs, where I have left a lot of my stuff out in the open. Pick up our sword, because it might be nighttime. We might have to fight something. And here's my base, which is just a swimming pool at this point. And yay, it's night. And there's a creeper between us and our bed. So luckily, the random number gods smiled on me, because I'm sure I should have exploded at that point. The creeper should have taken me out, because I was very slow and very sloppy with my sword. Okay, I was going to sleep, but I decided no, since it was almost daylight, I would just go ahead and stay awake. Figured it would kind of be a waste to sleep. And let's see, what did I decide to do now? I was going to go right back, and then I thought, well, while I'm up here, I might as well harvest what wheat has grown. This is a smaller wheat farm than I'm used to. I usually make about a 9x9 wheat farm around a single thing of water in the middle, but I didn't have a bucket when I made this, so I just made it around some existing water. Alright, that's time to replant. Always replant. Nothing bugs me more on a single player or a multiplayer server is when I make a garden, I plant it, I've got wheat growing, I go away, I come back, log back in later, or come back from an adventure, and somebody has come by and has harvested all the wheat, but has not bothered to replant a single strand, and so I have to go out and find seeds yet again. Oops, my little Minecraft nightlight clicked off. Let's start her back up. Oops. If you thump it one too many times, it goes out. Real redstone doesn't do that. And I decided I would breed some cows, and I couldn't find my cows. I know there was cows all over the place here when I went downstairs, but they've had time to wander off, I guess. Cows don't despawn, I don't think. Here's some cows. And then I discovered, oh, some of our cows are down in this little sunken pond here. Moo. And moo to you too. You two get together and make a baby. Yay. Cute little baby. I decided to let these cows have a way out if they wanted. So nobody can say I'm mean to my cows. Although I am going to kill them here eventually to make leather, so that I can get, let's see what I decided to do here. Decided against putting away my oxidized daisy. Went looking for my hoe, which I think I've left downstairs in that chest, so I just had to make me a new one here. Still not used to the, I think 1.6 was when they, time to farm, yay, although I've made hoes before. 1.6 was when they changed where you could kind of click and drag to make things in your crafting table, and I've still not got a hang of it. There we go. And gather up about 3 more pieces of wheat to make 1 more piece of bread. And even though I have already had 10 pieces of bread in my inventory, for some reason it thought I made bread for the first time there, earned an achievement. I suspect that there's something wrong with the achievements and they're resetting every time I restart the game. While we're at it, I suppose it's time to, let's see, put away that. No, keep the gold with me. I'm trying to remember my thought processes when I was doing this. I think at this point I decided I needed to make a bow and arrow, or a bow for my arrows, and realized I'd left all my string downstairs. Nice little picturesque place. And I always start off my games with a little, other people make little mud huts or wood cabins. I always start with a hole in the ground like a hobbit or something. Alright, down we go, down to down, dooby-doo, down, down. And we're still cooking in our furnace. We'll put about half of our coal in here. And there's our string, and there's our diamond. I don't know if you noticed it there. But I had some concern that I was just imagining we had other diamonds, and so I'm kind of glad that we did end up with 3 whole diamonds. Decided to go ahead and make a diamond pick at this point. There we go, 3 diamonds across the top. 1 diamond pick, which got me both the mining achievement and the getting an upgrade achievement. So obviously they have just reset things. Let's see. Decided I needed some more torches here. Yeah. 2 pieces of wood will make 64 torches. I already had 20 something. So that gets me close to a full stack of torches. And I always leave some cobble on the bar in case you need to block yourself in or whatnot. And I realized that I did not have a bucket at this point. So I went ahead and made me 2 buckets, one for water and one for lava. And I tried to do the click and slide and, have it automatically fill in the thing, and it just didn't. Just cannot get the hang of that. Just no practice, really. There we go. 2 buckets, one for lava and one for thing. And let's see. So we block us off to make sure no zombies can come get us. Hit the F1 key to turn off the thing, and say, "This is Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night." And then reach for the little control thing on my headset to turn on the or turn off the mic to mute it, so I wouldn't leave any extraneous noise while we were sitting here with the please, thanks for watching, please hit the like button, etc. going on the screen, and instead realized that it had been muted the whole time. So that's why I've had to re-record this video. Alright, coming up on the end of the video real quick. So this is Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night.